Thank you very much, Shane Beach, tonight's public address announcer here at Bartell's Rory Gymnasium. And welcome to Jayhawk Basketball 2019. John Arter and Tom Kendra here for the call for you. And Tom, the Jayhawks start off with the Jackson Jets. The Jayhawks normally be heavily favored, but the Jayhawks have a little bit of the injury bug going on right now.
Yeah, they sure do, John. And, you know, it's such excitement last year for this women's team. They not only won the Western Conference title, they went on to win the whole state title. And returning most of their players. They returned 4 to 5 starters, but like you mentioned, 2 of those regulars, Tiara Williams and Ayanna Brown, are in street clothes tonight, so we'll see how it all plays out.
There you go. Muskegon versus Jackson to tip it off in 2019. Jayhawks control the tip. Matos down low to Bowles. Turnaround left-hander is good.
There's that combination, John, we saw so much of last year, Matos to Bowles.
And a nice rebound there by Williams. Now quick turnaround. And Morgan lays it up and in. We didn't get a chance to talk about Delaney Bowles after her basket. Tom, tell us a little bit about what she did the other day that was voted a national player.
Yeah, quite an honor early on for the Jayhawks. Delaney Bowles voted the Junior College Player of the Week. And she's an outstanding player. Last year she was a second-team All-American, and she's off to a great start this year.
That she is. Morgan with another little layup, and the Jets take the lead 4-2. 4 10-minute quarters versus 2 10-minute halves for the men. Something that the women's basketball went to last year. A nice three-point shot is good. Cologne.
Yes, John, Yasmin Cologne, she's the pride of Hart, Michigan. We don't get a whole lot of Hart Pirates coming through to play, but a very nice shot there. A 5'8" freshman from Hart hits her first shot of the game.
Pass down low, doesn't go. Second shot, Pershade is rebounded there by Williams. Williams, a little pressure in the backcourt. She dribbles through that. Matos. Now a long three-point shot by Matos. Bounces around the rim. Is tipped out of bounds by Bowles.
You know, John, one of the things we talked about quite a bit last year with this women's team, a lot of local players, and you look at the 5 starters this year, all 5 are local players. Matos, Williams, and Bowles, all from Reese Puffer, and Gracie Reinhold from Oak Ridge, and Yasmin Cologne from Hart. So definitely a great team, but a local flavor as well.
And on the opposite side, you look at Jackson, and a lot of their players that are starting tonight are from the Saginaw area. There's a drive there by Shaw, up and in. The Jets retake the lead.
There must be some kind of connection there, John,
yes,
with the coaching or something with a Saginaw connection to get all those kids to come down to Jackson to play college basketball.
Williams on the near wing. Pass down low to Bowles. Reinhold off the iron. Bowles with the putback. She is fouled. Fouls on Pershade. First on either team. Bowles in the line to shoot 2. Delaney good on the first.
Delaney Bowles was the top post player in the entire conference last year as a freshman. Now back as a sophomore, picking right up where she left off. She averaged 16 points and 12 rebounds last year.
Bowles sinks them both. Jayhawks extend a little pressure in the backcourt. Burton. Over to Shaw. And there's a three-point shot. That is good by Burton.
Good start for Jackson.
Bowles up and in.
Yeah, Jackson came into this game 1-7. They lost their first 7 games. They won their last game, and they're playing well here in the early going, John.
We're tied at 9. Shaw uses the backboard.
And a little luck doesn't hurt either.
That it didn't. When you're shooting straight on, you can be a little bit long on your shot, and it'll still go in. Williams, far wing. Matos with a tray.
Beautiful touch by Matos on that three-pointer. She's got that high arcing shot that I love. Even if it hits the iron, it often bounces in. She's the leader of this team, John.
Shaw drives in, shot doesn't go. There's the rebound there by Perche. Now Morgan. Checked by Williams. Burton, long three-point shot off the back of the iron. And a reach-in foul will be called on Boykins.
That's a foul on the Jets for Boykins.
Reinhold was just coming down with a rebound, about ready to dribble, and Boykins just came in and fouled her. Stopped the play, the transition play.
Jayhawks off to an 8-1 start, John, under a first-year coach, Jason Cooper. He's got a new regime here as Amanda Parker has moved on and is now the head women's coach at Dominican University near Chicago, a Division III school. So congratulations to her after 3 outstanding years as the head coach here at MCC.
We miss her. She did fantastic. And we wish her all the best down there in the Chicago area.
Yes.
There's a turnover by Jackson. It'll be Jayhawk ball, the inbound on the near side.
And we certainly wish her well.
Yes.
Jayhawks didn't have to go far to find their new coach, Jason Cooper. He was working at the school as the director of compliance and Title IX coordinator. He would help us out at the games last year. He's got some head coaching experience.
Yes, he does.
At Lake Michigan College, where he coached for 11 years, and we're fortunate to have him now as the head coach of the Jayhawks.
He relates very well to his players, too. I don't think you'll see any Bobby Knight chair tossing by Jason Cooper.
No, mild-mannered,
yes.
good guy.
He is.
He's a Benton Harbor native, and he was a heck of a player himself at Hillsdale College. So he knows a little bit about the game.
Foul down low. And that will be on Thomas. Jade Thomas now in the game.
Or maybe we will see a little fire out of it. He wants to see a little faster start here.
He doesn't want to be called passive. Now Bowles. Baseline jumper is good. Shaw. Burton. Off the top of the backboard, Jayhawk ball.
You can see already how confident Delaney Bowles is coming back as a sophomore. She's going to be a dominant player, and I'm sure going to be a prize recruit for some four-year school.
I agree. Outside shot by Reinhold, rebounded by Thomas. Jayhawks up by a bucket, 14-12. Now Burton. Down low, long shot. Shaw missed the rebound, went out of bounds. Jayhawk ball.
We mentioned in the pregame, John, that there's three key Jayhawk players in street clothes tonight. Tiara Williams, Ayanna Brown, and Shayna Figures, all three out with different injuries. And that's going to be a factor like last year. The Jayhawks don't have a lot of bodies.
Burton leans in, draws the foul. Matos will be called for the foul. That's her first. Burton drains the both. Once again, we're tied at 14, and a pass by Matos to Bowles. Bowles was working to get down in the post area, and pass went right behind her out of bounds.
I expected to see a little bit of rust, John. You know, MCC has not played a game since December 15th. That's almost 3 weeks ago.
Right.
And you wonder how they're going to come out.
3-point shot off the mark. Bowles with the rebound. She's triple teamed down low, and it's a steal by Morgan. The Jets pass the ball around. Shaw. Shot is rebounded by Cologne. And we have a whistle in the backcourt. Morgan commits her second foul. Team's fifth. And the fifth foul in a quarter will put the Jayhawks to the line on the bonus.
We're almost to the end of the quarter here. Jayhawks have yet to substitute.
Cologne shot, in and out. Bowles with the offensive board and is fouled on the putback. She'll go to the line to shoot two. And the foul is on Perche, number 2, and it's her second foul. Nothing but net. Nice shot there by Bowles.
Yes, it was December 19th, John, that Delaney Bowles was named the National Division II Player of the Week. So, yeah, like you said, it's setting up to be just an outstanding sophomore season for her.
She makes them both.
Beautiful shooting touch.
Yes. And as you mentioned, plenty of confidence. She looks very strong, has some good new post moves. Looks very confident down there low. Boykins to Shaw. Back to Boykins. Boykins with a drive, and she goes up with a shot. She'll shoot two as the foul is on Bowles.
At the line for Jackson, Kristan Boykins.
Off the iron for Boykins. First substitute for the Jayhawks is Justice Porter Harris. Checks in for Reinhold.
Another local player, a freshman from Mona Shores.
Offensive board and putback is good by Jade Thomas.
Yeah, Jade Thomas is 6'3", and she's a big girl. She just pushed Delaney Bowles down. They let that go.
Bowles misses from the top of the key. Shaw, near wing. Cross-court pass. Burton off the iron. Cologne. Matos way ahead to Bowles, and it's tipped out of bounds by Bowles. Minute 58 left to go, first quarter. We're tied at 16.
An ill-advised pass that time by Matos. She doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes out there. I know Jason Cooper wants the Jayhawks to push the ball, but you got to be careful. You got to be smart when you're doing it.
Shaw. 11 on the shot clock. Boykins off the iron. Williams with a rebound for the Jayhawks. Cross-court pass. Cologne lays it up and in.
Nice finish there by Yasmin Cologne, the 5'8" freshman from Hart.
There's a board by Cologne. Picks up her dribble. Long pass ahead to Williams. Matos. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Still Jayhawk ball, 15 on the shot clock. Looking across the way, Tom, some nice new bleachers in here at Bartell's Rotary Gymnasium.
Yeah, those are a welcome addition. The creaky old ones are long gone. And
Bowles up and in on that rebound.
hopefully the viewers on TV are seeing a steadier
Yes.
camera. On the old bleachers, when people would jump up and down, the camera would shake. So
They built in a nice metal platform up there for him that is separate from the bleachers. Rod Van Nortwick and staff, always improving.
unfortunately, they're still stuck with us as announcers.
Well, you can't change it all in 1 year. The budget just won't allow it. Now Bowles with a rebound. Matos. Pass down low. Up and in. Nice little bucket there by Porter Harris.
Yeah, nice job by her. She's as we mentioned, freshman from Mona Shores, brings some size at 5'11".
Shot by Boykins, doesn't go in at the buzzer. And after 1 quarter here at Bartell's Rotary Gymnasium, our score, Muskegon 22, Jackson 16. We'll be right back. (22-16), Jayhawks lead after 1. Balanced scoring by Jackson, but the Jayhawks, and rightfully so, have been counting on Delaney Bowles, who has a dozen here in the first quarter.
Not a bad start, 12
No.
points in the first quarter. Delaney Bowles has been dominant as she was all last year, picking up right where she left off.
All good coaches would say feed the hot hand, and she has the hot hand and the good moves down in the post.
Yeah, we have a rare Thursday night game here, John. It's not going to be the norm this year, but be on Wednesday nights,
It'll
correct?
be Wednesday. We'll be here every Wednesday night in January and February. Last year it was Saturday night. This year the schedule makers have us on Wednesday night, and we would have done a Wednesday this week, but it was the day after New Year's, so they pushed it over to Thursday. Started the second quarter, 3-point shot by Shaw, rebounded by Porter Harris. Outlet to Matas. Ahead to Bowles. Bowles gets down the court quickly and lays it up and in.
Nice job by Matos looking and finding Bowles, and then a great finish by Bowles, showing she's more than just a tall girl. She can handle the ball, a good fake, and then up for an easy 2.
Now Burton, 3-point shot, in and out. Battle for the ball underneath.
It's a jump ball.
And possession arrows in favor of the Jayhawks.
In for the Jayhawks, number 4, Racing.
Hey, after you go out for the shot, you still got to get in that rebound, okay?
Matos brings the ball down court for the Jayhawks. Jackson settling into his zone. Bounce pass down low to Bowles, and 1 shot. And Jackson has the rebound. Jackson may be trying to collapse in on Bowles here in the second quarter, saying we just can't play her one-on-one.
Yeah, trying something to slow her down. Jayhawks have played quite a bit of zone so far as well in this game. Interesting. Used to be you'd go 4 or 5 games and not see any zone defenses. It seems like we're starting to see more and more of it.
Perche.
Jackson basket for Shea.
Too easy there, John. Jayhawks need to step up their defense.
Bowles uses the glass. She now has 16 points.
Meanwhile, on the other end, Bowles just keeps rolling along.
She sure does. Talented players like Bowles can make good coaches great. Matos. Pass down low to Bowles. Bowles kicks it back out along the baseline. Three-point shot does not go for Cologne. Williams called for the foul. That's her first. Team's first of the second quarter.
Yasmin Cologne had a wide open look there on the baseline. Needs to bend her knees a little bit more, get that ball up there to the basket.
And that move by Bowles to kick it right back out, that will open up the post area too, so they know there's more weapons on the outside, not just Bowles down low. Now Matos, nice little quick pass. Cologne with the drive is fouled on the way to the bucket. She'll shoot two.
That was a very good observation there, John, about the outside shooting. With such a great post player like Bowles, that's going to open up those three-point opportunities. We'll see if the Jayhawks find someone in addition to Matos who can step up and knock down those three-pointers. If they can find another person to do that, this team could be really dangerous.
Cologne with a second shot. She splits the pair. Boucher. Now Shaw. Good defense by the Jayhawks. Shaw for three. Jayhawks lead is now 6. Matos. Williams. In the corner, Reinhold off the iron. Shaw with the rebound. Shaw with a putback. She had a steal there and took it away and put it in, and we have a timeout. 6:21 left to go, second quarter. Muskegon by 4, 27-23. Jayhawks up by 4, 27-23. That last series, it looked like Cologne had the rebound, and as she turned, there was Shaw, took the ball right away and converted it into 2 points.
Yeah, a little mini run here for Jackson. Got him right back into the game when it looked like the Jayhawks were starting to pull away.
Outside shot, three-point shot is good by Matos.
Again, a beautiful release by Matos. We talked about Bowles and her coming back, but Matos as a point guard, what a great leader that the Jayhawks have back. And that combination, Matos to Bowles, that's as good as any in the state.
Yes, it is. Now Bowles brings the ball down court. In the corner. Three-point shot is good again by Matos. That's her third tray of the night. And it's now a 10-point lead now for the Jayhawks. Morgan uses the glass. Little drive. Basket is good by Cologne, and she's fouled. Shaw commits her second foul, and Cologne with an opportunity to make the three-point play here.
Beautiful take to the basket there by Yasmin Cologne. A nice finish, and now she gets a chance to make it into a three-point play.
Tom, she knew she was going to get hit and fouled on the way to the basket. She just kept her composure and used her strength to put it up and in. Off the back of the iron. Purdue. Ball's tipped away by Williams on the near side. Still jet ball.
In for the Jayhawks, number 3.
That was a very nice take by Yasmin Cologne. They're going to need someone like that to take the ball to the basket. Two of the Jayhawks in street clothes tonight, Tiara Williams and Ayana Brown. Those are their two most athletic players, and they need someone to step up in that area, and Yasmin Cologne did it right there.
Nice defensive play by Bowles. She had a block right along the baseline. Ooh, a nice pass down low, putting it up in the end is Reinhold. And Coach Brown wants a timeout. Heather Brown and the Jackson Jets want a timeout. 4:50 left to go first half. Jayhawks by 12, 37-25. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium. First game of the 2019 Western Conference campaign. As Tom mentioned earlier, we'll be here every Wednesday night. It just happens to be a Thursday night, being so close to New Year's. The rest of them will be Wednesday nights. We'll be right here on MCC TV. Boykins. Back over to Shaw. In the corner. Off the iron. Jayhawks with an outlet pass. Matos, top of the key. Drives in, puts the shot up, and in off the basket. Right off the backboard and in.
Wow, Alicia Matos doing a little bit of everything. Making the three, driving in, breaking down the defense, and finding a wide open player for an easy basket. And there she takes the shot herself. She is really looking good, John.
She's in double figures now with 11. Foul down low in the post against Muskegon. That will be on Christina Eckel. Shaw, far side. Bowles with the rebound. Matos to Williams. Williams passes on the tray. Ball is tipped. Ball was tipped by the defensive player, and one official says over and back. Well, got to go with it. He must be the senior official.
Yeah, I think that was a good call. Matos just kind of lost her place on the court there for a minute, I think.
Oh, my goodness.
Matos is called for the offensive foul.
I don't know about that one, John. I don't know. We'll just keep rolling along.
That's right. Jayhawks by 14. Boykins, ball's tipped away. Good quick hands by Reinhold. Tipped it right over to Matos. Now Reinhold down in the paint. Doesn't go. Bowles could not get it to go on the putback. Jackson the other way. Shaw. Perche, left-hander up and in. Bowles. Double team down in the post. Jackson comes away with it. Shaw pulls a trigger on a three, and it's good. Shaw leading the Jets with 13 points.
Yeah, Jackson, there's some good athletic ability on this team for a 1-7 team, but they just don't have the consistency. Oh!
Now Williams puts up a three, her first bucket of the night, and it's a tray.
I mentioned earlier, John, looking for someone other than Alicia Matos to be a consistent three-point threat, and maybe it's Artrice Williams. The sophomore from Reese Puffer, she's considered a defensive specialist, but that shot looked darn good.
Yes, it did. Whoa, a pass out of bounds. Jayhawk turnover.
Checking back in for Muskegon, number 3, Christina Eckel.
Boykins. Perche. Now Burton, three-point shot off the back of the iron. Nice rebound by Williams and a reach-in foul on Jackson.
Fouls on Jackson.
That'll be on Burton.
Correction. Fouls on Burton.
Jayhawk ball on the near side.
That's Artrice Williams. She's one of 3 sophomores from Reese Puffer starting for the Jayhawks this year. All came through that great program at Reese Puffer that Brandon Berry has. Delaney Bowles, Alicia Matos, and Artrice Williams.
Three-second call, the rare 3-second call on Muskegon.
You're right, John. You hardly ever see 3 seconds called anymore, but that time Delaney had it in the lane. She's got to go up with a shot there.
Boykins on the far wing. Perche along the baseline. Offensive board, putback doesn't go. Another offensive board. This putback does not go, but a foul on Muskegon. Reinhold called for the foul. Purdue at the line. Southpaw makes the first free throw.
I think Jason Cooper will let his players know a little bit at halftime. It seems like Jackson's been the more aggressive team, especially on the boards. There's another one.
Offensive board, another offensive board. This time the putback is up and in by Perche.
And that aggressiveness has allowed the Jets to stay in the game. It's still a 9-point game. It could be a 20-point game.
Three-point shot is good by Cologne. Her second tray of the night.
That's 2 threes by Cologne. Not the prettiest shot in the world, but she manages to get it in the hoop.
Three seconds left. And a three-point shot is good by Boykins just before the buzzer. And we're at halftime here at Bartell's Rotary Gymnasium. Our score is Muskegon 45, Jackson 36. You're watching Jayhawk basketball right here on MCC TV.
All right, and welcome back to Bartell's Road Gymnasium here at halftime of the Muskegon Community College. Off to a good start. They lead Jackson 45-36 at halftime. And we are joined here by the assistant coach of the Jayhawks, Miss Nicole Decker. This is our first interview with you, Nicole. Welcome to the hot seat here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
All right, and before we talk about the first half, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, just quickly your background and how you ended up here in Muskegon.
I played for Coach Cooper at Lake Michigan, so I played 2 years there, and I transferred to Tabor College, which is in the middle of Kansas, so I finished my athletic career there. I went to the national tournament all 4 years, so I'm really proud of my career, but I'm happy to be able to come back and play basketball and be a part of Coop. Coop was a huge mentor for me, and so I'm happy to be able to work from him and learn from him again. Okay, well, great. Well, you can maybe give us a little perspective. You know, we've had an outstanding coaching, I feel, over the last 3 years with Amanda Parker here at MCC. Really did a great job. And now Jason Cooper moving in as the head coach. What can you tell us about our new head coach here in Muskegon? He's great. Coach Cooper is he can be a very intense coach, but he always wants what's best for the players. He's always looking out for the girls on and off the court, and he really wants what's best for them all around in their life. He's looking out for them in the classroom, at school, with their families. That's something that we like to incorporate with our team, is that we are a family, and so we want to make that known to them and make them feel like this is bigger than basketball, because it really is.
Okay. Yeah, I do like his style. I can tell already. He doesn't rant and rave a lot like some coaches do, but
Yeah.
when he does say something, then the girls listen. And
Yeah, he means it. He means it, that's for sure.
Okay, and so far so good. So your analysis of the first half, I mean, obviously last year we saw a lot of that combination, point guard Alicia Matos and post player Delaney Bowles. It looks like, that's the bread and butter of this team once again.
Yeah, Dell and Matos are definitely both our best players right now. Treese is also stepping up a lot for us. We've kind of been in an unfortunate circumstance with injuries and stuff like that this year, but I would say Dell and Alicia both have stepped up a lot for us, and we've had a lot of girls come in and have to step up. Yasmin's been a great freshman for us, but Dell's averaging a double-double, which is great for her, and I think that's going to take her very far. We're definitely looking forward to what the rest of the season has for her.
Yeah, that's definitely a great combination. I noticed two of the girls that are in street clothes, Tiara Williams and Ayanna Brown, probably our two most athletic players, so you really lose that element of the game. But I thought, like you mentioned a few times, Yasmin Cologne really looked good, and I thought Justice Porter Harris gave us maybe some of that element off the bench as well.
Yeah, I'd agree. We were very fortunate that Justice wanted to join the team when she did, so we're very thankful for that, and just the fact that Alicia and Delaney have been so willing to take these girls with them.
Okay, and then, one of the things you worry about sometimes is, coming off the season that we had last year, winning the state conference title and the state title.
Yeah.
You worry whether the girls will continue to work as hard as they did. What can you tell us about this group of girls in terms of work ethic and how hard they practice? Are they willing to work for you guys?
Yeah, I think that was kind of something that they had to adapt to. When you come in, you have a target on your back when you have a great season like you did last year. And these girls had even more challenge because they had a whole new philosophy to get used to. And so they really used, what Coach Cooper brought to them, and they've kind of taken off with that. I mean, Coach Cooper expects a lot from them at all times. And they have really met those expectations, and they continue to work hard to that. And I think that their attitudes have shown that, and that's been the biggest part, is them having an open mind to what we have to say.
Okay, and the last thing I wanted to ask you about was when you have a great post player like Delaney Bowles, you're going to start seeing defensive sag on her. It's going to open up some shooting opportunities. I mean, we saw Alicia Matos, great shooting touch.
Yes.
Who are some of the other girls who you are looking for maybe to fill that outside shooting role alongside Matos?
Our Trees can hit the three as well. We're trying to get our players a little more comfortable in that area, but Matos is definitely one of the big ones, as well as Trees. And Yasmin, well, she's a young player, and so I think that that's a role that she could definitely fill in the future. Okay,
because I look out there and I see, geez, if we start draining those threes, and then people start pulling out on those shooters, and it opens up Dell even more inside. So. Exciting. There's a lot of pieces out there, but there's always room for improvement. So
absolutely.
Yeah, good luck in the second half. Let's get this first win.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. That was MCC assistant coach Nicole Decker, who played for Jason Cooper at Lake Michigan College, and now is his assistant coach here at MCC. So she's happy with the first half. Let's see if we can finish it off.
There you go. A 9-point lead by the Jayhawks, 45-36 as we get set to start the second half. Jayhawks to inbound on the near side.
Yeah, Nicole there was kind of nervous about going on the air, but she did a heck of a job.
Did she?
Very impressive. Like I mentioned, she played for Coach Cooper, and now she's coaching with him and thinks the world of him. So hopefully we've got another great coach here in Muskegon.
Sounds like it. Just like in athletics, before the game, you have the nerves going, but all that anxiety, that's your adrenaline going, and you're going to come out with your A game. It sounds like Nicole came out with her A game in that interview.
Yeah, she did. She gets the award this week for the top interview, at least so far.
There you go. So the Jayhawks lead by 9. Jackson with the ball. Shaw with a pass over to Boykins. Now along the baseline, Burton. Nice stop and block off right there by Bowles, but she loses the ball. Shaw nearly fouls as she missed that layup. Matos, Williams, a long three off the front of the iron. Perche Working through traffic. Gives it up there to Morgan. Now Shaw. Pass down low, and there's Bowles. Williams. Pass into Bowles. Nice little turn. A little left-hander doesn't go. Ball's out of bounds. Jackson ball.
They got you a water here, John. Our game
Perfect.
manager must have been too busy. I was able to steal one from the players.
You
there.
are a good man. Thank you very much.
Want to preserve you. We got another game to do after this one.
Yes, we do. Doubleheader. It'll be every Wednesday night here on MCC TV. Shot goes in and out. And a travel is called as Reinhold had 2 defensive players from the Jets all over her.
Yeah, MCC, when they get these rebounds, they need to get rid of it quickly, outlet it quickly, and they're allowing Jackson to either tie him up or knock it away.
Jayhawk ball.
Kind of a slow start to the second half here, John. No scoring, almost 2 minutes into it.
Ball is taken away. The drive too hard off the hoop. Reinhold with a rebound. Bounce pass to Matos, quickly ahead. Trying to get the pass over there to Cologne, and it's stolen away by Perche. Yes, 2 full minutes and then some, and no score here in the second half. Shaw. Burton, back to Shaw. 10 on the shot clock. In low to Perche. Perche leans in to Bowles, but is called for the travel. And we have a timeout, 7:34 left to go here in the third quarter. It's still Muskegon 45-36, the halftime score over Jackson. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartell's Rotary Gymnasium bringing you Jayhawk basketball here on MCC TV. And we want to thank the MCC TV crew doing a great job. Once again, we have Eric Taylor on camera along with Rod Van Nortwick. That's our crew tonight bringing you Jayhawk basketball. Thanks, guys. Doing a great job. Now Williams on the far wing. She's checked by Shaw.
Jackson still playing that zone defense.
Williams passes on the tray. Down low, scoops it up and in off the glass.
Wow, nice finish there by Artrice Williams. Laying it up and around the bigger Jackson defender. Very nifty move.
Boykins in the corner. Pass into Burton. Pershaw a little too hard off the glass. Put back doesn't go. Now Bowles comes away with it for the Jayhawks. Williams. Jayhawk turnover. When the Jayhawks get a defensive rebound, Tom, it looks like Jackson is putting 1 or 2 players right on the ball. They're not just going back down in a defensive set, trying to maybe get some quick transition buckets by a steal or 2.
Yeah, and it's worked a few times. They've been effective with that. That's why the Jayhawks, when they rebound it, they got to get it out quickly. You know, make Jackson pay for staying down at that end.
Shaw a little too hard, and Perche with a putback. Reinhold is good.
Nice touch there by Gracie Reinhold. Nice and calm. Got the ball set up and released a nice high arcing shot. That's Reinhold was a great player at Oak Ridge, one of the top girls programs in the area.
Girls basketball, and Land of Jack Sugars, Joe Coletta, and Mike Braid.
There you go. Oh!
Left-hander is good by Williams. And fouls on Patterson.
Williams at the line to look for a three-point play. In for Jackson, number 34, Thomas.
Williams free throw in and out. Rebounded by Thomas. Morgan, baseline drive is good.
We talk so much, John, about Delaney Bowles and Alicia Matos. Artrice Williams might be the X factor on this team. She does a little bit of everything for the Jayhawks.
Underhand scoop does not go for Cologne, and ball goes out of bounds. Off of Jackson. That was Boykins reaching for the ball and leaning out of bounds, hitting the end line, and it's Jayhawk ball. Matos inbounds, little bounce pass into Bowles. Right hand shot does not go. Nice offensive board by Porter Harris, excuse me. And Patterson gets an easy bucket following the shot.
Jayhawks need to get back faster on defense. They missed the initial shot, and Jackson was able to get its own rebound and get an easy putback.
Jade Thomas unable to handle that rebound coming off the iron. It's Jayhawk ball as it went out of bounds. Williams from the free throw line, not strong enough. Reach-in foul will be called on Cologne. Katie Vile checks in for the Jayhawks. Pass down low. Purdue is fouled. This will be on Bowles, first, second.
What we're seeing here, John, is that in the first half, Delaney Bowles with 16 points, Alicia Matos with 11. Here in the second half, we're seeing Jackson really focus their defense on those two, and it's been effective so far. It's time for some of the other Jayhawks to step up and fill that void.
Offensive board there for Boykins. Jackson resets. Three-point shot is good by Morgan. Let's go. 51-45, a 6-point lead.
Not the start Jason Cooper wanted in the second half. MCC led by 9 at the break. He was hoping to extend it. Instead, it's gone in the other direction, down to 6.
Bowles gets her own rebound. Left-hander is fouled. Purdue called for the foul.
Just to wrap up those first half stats a little bit, Delaney Bowles had 9, along with 16 points, 9 rebounds there in the first half. Wow. Alicia Matos, 11 points and 7 assists. Those are the kind of numbers you hear at the end of a game, and those yes. two had it at halftime. In addition, Yasmin Cologne, the freshman from Hart, with 8 points, and Artrice Williams with 5 assists for the Jayhawks.
Bowles splits the pair.
Yes, what are you doing?
From the far wing, draining a 3 is Patterson.
Don't look now, John, but it's only a 4-point lead for the
sure
Jayhawks.
It sure is.
Again, the Jayhawks 8-1, and Jackson 1-7 coming into the game.
Pass down low to Bowles, gets some room, puts it up and in.
There we go. Bulls, after 16 points in the first half, for a first field goal in the second.
Morgan down to Boykins. Purdue is fouled. Katie Vile called for the foul. Purdue makes good on the first free throw. Purdue splits the pair. Passing the far side, Vile. Offensive board by Bowles, and Bowles has her shot blocked, but she is fouled. Foul's on Perche. Bowles at the line, shooting 2.
Looks like a pretty clean block there, John, but we'll take it.
That's right.
We'll take it.
I thought the same thing. Bowles puts in the first.
There's that shooting touch she has when it hits the rim. Both her and Matos have that nice touch, high arcing shot. When it hits the rim, more often than not, it falls in.
Puts the right rotation on it. There you go. Back to back. 2 free throws and 21 points now for Bowles. Pass the ball back and forth. The shot goes up and in for Patterson. Patterson was held scoreless in the first half and now has 7 for the Jets here in the third quarter. Bowles puts it up and in.
Wow. Bowles is just so good finishing. She's very creative with the avoiding the block shot. That time she went under the Jackson defender for the bucket.
Morgan with the drive. Bowles with the rebound. Matos looking down court. Long 3-point shot is rebounded by Bowles, and Bowles is fouled on the putback. Purdue with a second foul.
Great rebounding position there by Bowles. She always is in the right place. And you notice Matos when she brings the ball up, always with her head up, looking down the court.
Yeah.
That's the way good point guards do it.
Bowles makes both free throws. Gracie Reinhold checks back into the game for the Jayhawks. Minute 33 left to go, third quarter.
Okay, good.
Thomas. Her shot is rebounded by Williams. Williams, left-handed layup, doesn't go. And Bowles is called over the back. Her third foul.
Wow, not much contact there, John. Jayhawks come out with a little half-court trap here, try to speed up the pace of the game a little bit.
Ooh, a nice block there by Matos. And a steal right back by Shaw. Bounce pass, left-hand layup is up and good by Perche. Under a minute to go. Matos off the iron. Morgan with a rebound. Shaw. Reinhold with a rebound for the Jayhawks. Long pass ahead. Shot does not go for Cologne. Shot clock is off. Pass ahead. Shaw puts it up and in.
Jackson hanging around, John. The lead back to 5. Jason Cooper not happy that his team hasn't been able to pull away.
Three-point shot does not go, and there's the buzzer. And after the third quarter here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium, the Jayhawks with a 5-point lead, 60-55 over Jackson. John Utter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartels Rody, ready to bring you the fourth and final quarter of the women's basketball game, 60-55. And Tom, you said it right throughout the game. As the Jayhawks get into double-digit leads, that scrappy Jackson team just never say die. They stay right with them and knock down a couple trays or a steal, and they're within a couple buckets.
Yeah, they are. I've been impressed with the Jackson Jets. You know, coming into this game, I saw they were 1-7, and I thought, oh, geez, this could be a 30-point game, but it's been anything but. And maybe MCC was thinking it was going to be an easy game, but Jackson has made it very competitive.
That they have. Now Jackson with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Morgan. Pass out to Boykins. Now Morgan, three-point shot, in and out. Rebounded by Burton. Shot is up and in by Jade Thomas.
Yeah, this is as close as Jackson has been since early in the game. 3 points down. You got to be careful. As a team like this gets confidence, they start thinking, hey, let's steal a win here from the the high-flying Jayhawks.
And any win on the road is very big, especially against, like you said, the high-flying Jayhawks that have received national votes. A nice drive across the lane. Left-hand hook is good by Tracy Williams.
Yeah, Williams has been the best Jayhawk here in the second half. She's been take charge when no one else seems to be doing much.
Pass out to Boykins. Now Burton for three. A 2-point game.
Wow, getting a little too close for comfort here, Mr. Arter.
Williams. Bounce pass to Reinhold. Reinhold. Shot is rebounded by Boykins. Too excited with the pass. It sails over the head of Perche. It's a turnover, Jayhawk ball. Jackson stays in that zone. That's been effective. Now Bowles down in the paint. Dishes it back off. 7 on the shot clock. Matos. Williams. 3-point shot off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Boykins. Quickly ahead to Burton. Burton. Her shot is rebounded and put back by Perche.
Right now, Jackson out hustling MCC, getting that rebound and tying the game.
Matus reached for the ball and is fouled as she rushed in towards the basket. She was hit by a couple of Jets. Matos being checked over by the official. She's going to be okay. That's the 4th foul on Perche. So she heads to the bench. Williams, a little spin move, kicks it back out. Mattis Offensive board by Reinhold. Back out to Williams. Williams with a drive. Her shot is blocked. Here come the Jets. Morgan, left-hand layup is good, and Jackson has the lead.
Wow, Jackson with the lead. MCC had a double-digit lead in the second quarter, and I think they relaxed a little bit, John. Jackson hasn't relaxed. All of a sudden, they're leading this basketball game.
They're up by 2. Now Williams. Meadows, top of the key. A good block out defensively by Jackson. And now Shaw. Shaw, three-point shot is good.
She can make that, John.
And a timeout, 6:29 left to go in the game. A 5-point lead by Jackson, 67-62 over Muskegon. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartels Rody. Tom, the Jayhawks found that their lead was cut into right at the end of the third quarter. It was a 5-point lead at the break, and then a 12-2 blitz to open up the fourth quarter here, and the Jets have a 5-point lead and a ton of confidence.
Yeah, who would have saw this coming? 8-1 against 1-7, but we'll see what the Jayhawks are made of now. Can they dig deep and find a way to come from behind and get this win? Because this is they can ill afford to lose this game.
Shaw from the corner, off the iron. Nice rebound there by Reinhold. Now Williams from the far wing is good. Williams now in double figures with 11.
Williams has kept the Jayhawks alive in the second half, John. She has really been the spark.
She's the only Jayhawk that scored here in the fourth quarter. Pass down low, doesn't go. Bowles with a rebound. Now Mattis along the near side. Leaves it there for Williams. Williams driving baseline, little spin move. Off the glass, doesn't go. And there's a board by Patterson. Plenty of time left. It's a 3-point Jet lead. Jayhawks in a man-to-man defense. Shaw down low. Left-hand layup is good. Shaw has 20 points for the game, leading the Jets.
Yeah, Shaw, she's a freshman from Pittsburgh. She's doing it inside and out.
There's a steal there by Boykins. Boykins going coast to coast, and a nice block. Patterson. Another offensive board, and now a foul is called as Boykins went up with the shot. Reinhold called for her third foul.
Again, this game changed when Jackson was the more aggressive team, pushing it down the court, and even when they miss that initial shot, they're the ones there to grab the rebound and the putback.
Boykins good on the first free throw. Boykins makes them both.
Wow, a 7-point lead for Jackson. Hard to believe the way this game has turned.
3-point shot does not go for Cologne. Boykins, bounce pass over to Morgan. Morgan leans in, draws the foul. Morgan goes to the line to shoot 2 as the foul is on Cologne. Morgan is good on the first free throw. Lane violation. One of the Jayhawks were laying a little early. Okay. Morgan another shot. And she doesn't miss. Given a second chance. 9-point Jet lead. Matos down into Bowles. Bowles lays it up. Shot doesn't go. Vial picks up the loose ball. Now Matos. Matos is fouled. That will be on Morgan. Her third.
Yes, John, the Jayhawks led by 9 points at halftime, and now they find themselves down by 9, outscored by 18 points here in the second half.
Now a couple quick fouls as the aggressive Jets are being called for some fouls. Ball is stolen away by Burton. 3:45 to go. There's a steal by Matos, leading the breakdown. Matos is fouled. Shaw will be called for the foul. Her third.
That time is definitely not on the side of the Jayhawks, John. I mean, there is time, but they can't afford to turn the ball over like on that last possession, trailing by 9.
Matos makes the first one. Matos sinks them both.
All right, got to get it done on this end, John.
3.5 minutes to go. Boykins. Morgan, baseline drive. Shot doesn't go. On the other side was Purdue, and Purdue cannot convert. Bowles with a rebound. Matos with the outlet, puts the shot up, draws the foul. Shot does not go, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. And again, another foul, number 4 on Shaw.
That's just fine, John. You got to love being at the free throw line where you can cut into this lead without burning the clock.
That's right. And Matos sinks another free throw.
And there's no one you'd rather have shooting them than Alicia Matos, the sophomore from Reese Puffer, the floor leader of this Jayhawks team.
That she is. Matos makes them both. Now the lead is only 5. 3 minutes to go. Plenty of time. Morgan. Checked by Reinhold. Boykins. 10 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass. There's Morgan. 5 on the shot clock. Shaw, long arcing shot. Does not go. Nice rebound there by Eckel. Jayhawks set up their offense. Bowles, 3-point shot is good! Big shot.
Huge shot, John Arter. Wow.
She did not hesitate, Tom. She just pulled up and from the top of the key, drained it, and the Jayhawks are within 2.
And great defense on the other end by Bowles. You know, there's not many post players who can step out and effortlessly make a three-pointer, a clutch three-pointer like Delaney Bowles just did. Jayhawks right back in this game.
2:07 left. Bounce pass into Boykins, trying to cut across the lane, kicks it back out. Long outside shot, doesn't go. Guzzinoro rebound. And putting it in is Burton.
Too many second chances, John Arter. That's, if MCC loses, that's going to be the story of this game.
Pass down low to Bowles. Bowles cannot handle that pass. It's a turnover. Minute 49 left. Morgan taking her time, coming down court. In the corner. Burton off the iron. Battle for the rebound. Jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Jayhawks. Minute 34 left. And the timeout's being called by Jackson. Minute 34 left. It's a 4-point lead for the Jackson Jets. 75-71 over our Jayhawks. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartels Roadie. The Jayhawks find themselves down by 4. It's a convenient time for Jackson to call a timeout. You can set up a nice play here with a minute 34 left to go. You need to score this time down.
Yeah, you certainly do. I mean, this is crunch time, and this is where you look to your sophomores, Matos, Bowles, and Williams, to make something happen.
And the pass is thrown away. Quickly ahead, laying it up and in is Morgan.
Anything but that.
That did not help. Now Williams. Back to Matos. Bowles, baseline jumper, doesn't go. Rebounded there by Perche. 1 minute left. And the Jayhawks Coach Cooper said foul him. And quickly going out was Cologne. Committing the foul, her third foul.
Why would you do that? Did I say anything about doing that? You get a chance. Hey! Come on, Trey.
Jayhawks need to keep fouling, which they did right there. Williams fouls. Her second.
Deny for the steal.
It's now the fourth foul. The next foul will put Jackson on the line with 53 seconds left. Bounce pass in. And a foul will be on Matus, her third. And now Jackson will go to the line with 49 seconds left. 1-1.
Right, and now we have to hope they don't make their free throws, John.
Perche at the line. Makes good. Excuse me on that, Tom. Instead of going to 1-1, they get a double bonus when they get to 5 on a quarter. So she had 2 free throws. Offensive board, ball goes out of bounds off of Williams.
And again, the more aggressive Jets able to get that rebound.
Matos quickly fouls Morgan. It's number 4 on Matos. Now shooting 2 will be Morgan. Morgan makes the first. She makes them both.
Dire straits here for the Jayhawks all of a sudden.
Matos is fouled. Morgan commits her 4th foul. Matos to the line to shoot 2. Matos good on the first free throw. Matos makes them both. And Jackson wants a timeout with 41 seconds left. 80-73, Jackson. Back here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium, 80-73, Jackson with a 7-point lead. Again, we want to thank that professional crew, MCC TV crew, Eric Taylor and Rod Van Nortwick, doing a fantastic job bringing you Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV. Bounce pass into Perche. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Matos.
MCC needs a turnover or steal here quickly. Trailing by 7.
Pass into Burton, and Burton is fouled. Veal commits the foul.
Really incredible, John, the way this game has turned. MCC led by 9 at halftime. I know they were looking to come out early and put knockout punch. Instead, it's gone. This second half has gone the opposite direction.
Morgan makes good on the first free throw. Morgan now with 20 points for the game.
So far, Jackson has outscored Muskegon 45-28 here in the second half.
My goodness. Morgan makes them both. Matos, three-point shot off the iron.
Jump ball.
Possession arrow in favor of Jackson. Foul in the backcourt will be on Williams. It's number 3 on Williams. Disappointing start for the Jayhawks for the 2019 Western Conference campaign. Down by 9 with 27 seconds left.
That is for sure. Let's hope this is a wake-up call for all of these Jayhawks, just because they won it last year, won the league last year, and have a lot of players back. That doesn't mean much, especially when the other teams, you have a target on your back, and this would be a huge win for Jackson. That would get the attention of the whole league, to be honest with you.
Pass into Bowles, left-hander, a little too close. Now a right-hander doesn't go, and Shaw commits her 5th foul. She'll finish with 20 points. Fine game there by Marissa Shaw.
You're right. Shaw played a great game inside and out, and she was the one who really sparked the comeback for the Jets here in the second half.
Delaney Bowles at the line, shooting 2. Delaney makes the first. Delaney makes them both. She has 30 points on the game tonight. Now dribbling through. Taking time off the clock. Shot clock is off. Jayhawks willing to concede this one.
Very disappointing, John Arter, no question about it.
A big fourth quarter and second half for Jackson as they defeat Muskegon 84-75. Jackson opens up the Western Conference season with a win to go 1-0, while the Jayhawks drop to 0-1. As you mentioned, Tom, it just seemed like the whole second half, Jackson was much more aggressive, attacking all the time, and played with a lot of energy.
Yeah, no question about it. And like I said, MCC, this better be a wake-up call for them, because otherwise it could be tough. Because Jackson, again, 1-7 coming into this game, and we're playing at home. This was a game we needed to win and should have won. It didn't happen. we'll see what we're made of after this.
You need to win all 4 quarters. Got to play all 4 quarters. 84-75, Jackson with the win in the women's game. We have the men's game coming up about 20 minutes. We want to thank our crew of Eric Taylor and Rod Van Nortwick. For my partner, Tom Kendra, this is John Arter. We'll see you so long. See you in about 20 minutes when the men tip it off between Jackson and Muskegon.